So let's kick it off with CEX Cardiff Central. Have a little look around what's inside. Now, there wasn't an awful lot in there. Wolverine, a few little reprinted covers, not an awful lot of retro in the front, and not usually a lot in the back, which was quite unusual this time of year. Ape Escape there, which is not a bad title, but nothing I'm too familiar with. Basic PlayStation 1 titles, and no big hitters in the cabinets there, which is very, very sort of disappointing. Only the one Mega Drive Mafia there, which is the price has skyrocketed, 28 quid. Little steel book of Sifu. Had a really good selection of PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. The aisles were really, really massive. Some PSP stuff, but as I say, there wasn't an awful lot. Maybe missing quite a bit after Christmas. Nice little controller here, and what you'll see here is those little faceplates for the PlayStation 5 for Ghost of Yutei. So if you want to make your console into a limited edition, wow, you can certainly do that there for 55 quid. So yeah, you never see those. I thought that was really, really unique. Probably the most sort of cool thing I seen when I was in the store there. But not an awful lot really, I could say, that was anything else kind of interesting. There was the Yakuza for PlayStation 3 out there as well. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is an absolute amazing game. And what was also quite shocking is the inevitable arrival of Pokemon. Now they've got these empty cabinets out here ready for it. This was announced back in the summer for PSA 10s and 9s. They're going to be filling these up, so that was very unusual. Then making my way across the city, there's lots of beautiful things to see, like the castle, the museum, there's the N64 bar as well. There's lots going on, but we headed straight over to Super Tomato and check out the video games and the cool little toys inside this hidden gem in Cardiff. Alrighty, Super Benny here. It's Video Games Pickups 35, and it's a bit of a different one again. We went to visit Cardiff. We've just done our video about Bomberman 3 that just recently dropped, which was pretty cool. To kick off the new year, we've got some more pickups, and we just done a fantastic hunt around Cardiff. Now, we had a look around Cardiff. It was a little tiny little breakaway for myself, being my birthday, my 40th birthday. Celebrate, catch up with my brother, and hang out with the family and do all that kind of jazz. There is some pickups to get through as well. It's kind of this funny period where it's Christmas, January, my birthday, other families' birthdays, and it's all very sort of intertwined and intermixed. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's talk about first Cardiff CEX. Now, Cardiff CEX is having a bit of a switch around, a switcheroo, you might have it. Yeah, we've been sort of like 2 years ago, and it was much better. There was a lot of retro. I think the last time I was in there, it was like there was Mario Party 4, there was like that was box edition, there was a load of retro, there was a whole lot of more games. I do tend to find like after sort of Christmas and January, like most of the shelves are kind of empty and disappeared, and there isn't always an awful lot. So maybe it just kind of hit for the timings. But in there was a big, huge cabinet as well, which is going to be the Pokemon. Now, they said it was going to be sort of, and I think they announced from August, they've been slowly accumulating PSA 10, PSA 9, so there's a huge cabinet there just getting ready to go into the Pokemon. So I don't know how really I sort of feel about that. Is this the downfall? Is this the downfall? You know, when games started going into plushies and to other random, kids' toys and Lego and all that kind of stuff, that was kind of the end. Is this a signal of the end of maybe one of the only last video game shops? I've talked about this before, don't always look so unfavorable towards one of the last actual video game shops that do provide some retro games. As much as hate as it gets, you can go and find some good stuff. Like I picked up Bumman the other week. Yeah, there isn't too many places these days you can actually go and get games. Independent game shops are struggling to stay open because of all the electric, the bills, the cost of living. It's just crazy. So everyone kind of buys online anyway. So appreciate these times while you can and collect the retro while it's here, because these days are slowly fading, which is a sad state of affairs. I wish there was a bit more in the CEX, but it wasn't. It was a bit pants, and to be honest, there was an awful lot of footage in Cardiff CEX, and not an awful lot to say apart from the new Pokemon thing was on the horizon. So not an awful lot to say about that. We had a good little pot around Cardiff anyway. There's loads of restaurants. I always say it on my videos, if you go into any of these places, combine it with something, like have a little day out, go for an event or combine it. Don't just go out and just do these little video game hunts or toy hunts or whatever you kind of do. Combine it with something and go and have a good time. This is kind of an afterthought. In the afternoon, when we was all kind of chilling, we'd done some swimming and chilling and drinking and partying or whatever, I did make it over to Super Tomato, which I was very, very keen to go and see. Initially, I was a bit kind of nervous because I seen there was quite a lot of toys and that kind of stuff. I've watched a few other sort of previous videos to see what kind of things were in there. The big sort of draw for me was to go and see these Bomberman cartridges, which was Bomberman 2 and Bomberman 5 gold cartridges, which are extremely, extremely expensive and probably something I'm going to pick up for a long, long time or even get round to. But seeing them in person, very, very cool. Had a look around that shop. There was loads of fantastic like collectibles and cool gadgets and toys from my past, and I always like going to these shops because it's like really cool nostalgia. So for me, it's always really nice going checking out these different little kind of shops and stores. There was a few little retro games in there as well. You kind of have to like very look into all the different cabinets. There's toys everywhere. There was Auto Modelista, I think, for PlayStation 2, which is very, very rare. I remember seeing Turtles in Time on the SNES. There was Mr. Doe on the Game Boy. There was Street Fighter 2 on the Game Boy. There was all sorts of different games from Atari all the way up to modern consoles like PS3, PS4. They even had Thumper on the PlayStation 4, which was a game I've been kind of eyeing up and I've played previously as well. Yeah, there's lots of like cool stuff. Kind of came at the wrong timing because I've just spent a shed load on Bomberman 3, so yeah, we did pick something up. And I'll get into the pickups now, actually. Let's go into the games that I picked up over sort of Christmas, in the middle of the last couple of weeks of Christmas into the new year. And we'll just go over them. We've got Carlos Jose here, as always. Video game pickups, let's go for it. A couple of easy ones to start off. It's Virtua Tennis. I've got Virtua Tennis 4. I just love Virtua Tennis. It's probably, I think it's the best tennis game. There's a lot of pants tennis games out there, but I picked these up for a couple of quid. It's Virtua Tennis 3, Virtua Tennis 2009. This cost me £1. So, it's got the sticker on it, but whatever. But take that off. And yeah, fantastic. I mean, I'll just pick up and play these. I think the discs aren't sort of the best on those, but I was like, you know what, cheap and cheerful games that eventually when I'm bored or do have some time, I put them in, bang them in. Virtua Tennis on the PS3, awesome. I bloody love Virtua Tennis. I remember playing, I think it's Virtua Tennis, possibly Virtua Tennis 5 when I was in Hong Kong years and years ago. It was either 4 or it was either 5. I think they got into the later ones and they really released them over here. So it could have been 4 or it could have been 5, but it was getting up there. And I only remember having Virtua Tennis sort of 2, the furthest one on the Dreamcast at the time, which was just mind blowing. Let's get into some more pickups. I can't stop with the rentals, and it's not going to stop for a while. I think it's a really good little rabbit hole for myself to keep sort of going down to and collecting something a bit different. As I say in the previous video, we're focusing on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, finishing the backlog, but in the meantime, we're going to be picking up a few retro bits to fill the collection. I've got a little hit list. I was looking for a few bits in there. There were some big hitters in Super Tomato, but not a lot of sort of mid-range titles, so that didn't really hit off some of the things, and the CEX was a bit empty, but there's more scope for the year anyway. We've already smashed the #1 target. The next pickup is GTA 2 on the PlayStation 1, but it's a little rental copy. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Like a disc on loan there. I was picking up some Grand Theft Auto games anyway because the impending release sees everything shoot up anyway. So yeah, more Grand Theft Auto games. Grand Theft Auto 2, it's one of those sort of top-down looking ones. There's a lot of funky little graphics in it and kind of paved the way forward before the 3D. It was very sort of, you can kill streaks and do that very kind of thing and steal cars. Still very, very good. But does it hold up to these days sort of standards? Maybe not, but that iconic game anyway. And for a tenner for a rental GTA game, yeah, bit rare, but it'll kind of hold its values. So yeah, I don't mind sort of paying that. Another sort of cheap and cheerful pickup was this bad boy, which I've been hunting this for a while. I love Street Fighter 2. I've talked about this many times. I picked up Street Fighter 2 last year, 2025. I got Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition for the Mega Drive. Street Fighter 2, yeah. Remember, well, I don't remember getting it. I remember my brother getting this in Christmas and making me play the second player against him many, many times. He even took it round to my grandma's house. He was just obsessed with it. We played this in the arcades down here in the south on holidays, and great times. Some not so, plenty of tears as well, as it is with the brothers as well. But yeah, lovely little gold packaging. Doesn't have the manual, but it only cost me 25 quid. This is skyrocketing in value. Another Nintendo game, another one to add into the SNES collection. But yeah, I just love Street Fighter 2, and I just wanted to get that in there for like the nostalgia, the memories. I mean, I played, oh, you're not going to play that. Oh, I played Street Fighter 2 more hours than most people, half these youngsters have been alive, so do we want to keep playing Street Fighter 2? Occasionally I'll put it on, but it's not always often these days. I will play some of the more recent ones, but yeah, Street Fighter 2 is always a classic. I mean, I can still play that one about 100 years old. It's just bread and butter. It's a bread and butter retro pickup for me. I just need to find the manual, so I think I'll find like maybe a cartridge with a kind of manual, sometimes maybe bundle, or just the manual itself, and just add it in there, which will be sweet. So for 25 quid, an absolute easy no-brainer. I had picked up that a couple of times. I picked up one copy from Retro Sect. I had a little look down at Retro Revival X as well. So a lot of these sort of video game shops, I had my eye on it, but the conditions was very sort of varying. Maybe sometimes this is like black and white on the back. Sometimes you have like a black and white manual. Sometimes it's not always, the top ends are very good. So these can go for like 75 quid, 100 quid. So 25 quid, just find the manual when we can. No massive rush. Yeah, perfect one to add into the collection. And we've got one more. Oh no, we've got two more actually. This is an import from America. It only cost me $5, but yeah, actually cost me a fortune. Thanks Brexit these days. I don't really tend to buy as much from America because yeah, the import tax is just crazy, and it's the same for me. Like when I'm selling over to people, I've had that kind of thing where people have been messaging me, and there's not much you can really do about it. But I got this for $5, but it ended up costing me nearly 30 odd bucks because of all the taxes and stuff. It's Blockbuster, and it's one of my top 5 games probably of all time, at least top 10 anyway. It is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Yeah, cost me a $5. This one is from Corona, California, USA. So a Blockbuster copy, rental copy of Monkey Ball. Who doesn't love more Monkey Ball stuff? And it'll go straight into the Monkey Ball shrine up here with my Monkey Ball and my banana and a few other little things in there. Hopefully not to get destroyed and kissed to death by my little daughter, who just loves the little figure as well and keeps kissing the figure and playing with it. Hopefully these will survive in my little Monkey Ball and Space Harrier shrine over here. The last pickup was from Super Tomato, and what a perfect one to kind of finish it off. And the reason why we like to do these video game pickups is because, you know, this is the nostalgia and the cool kind of stuff. I was really chuffed to bits to pick this one up. It's just a great one. It was just great timing because I was hanging out with my brother all weekend, and this is the perfect one. It's NBA Showtime. NBA on NBC. You may be thinking, well, it's not a biggie, it's not a great thing, or it's a Sega Dreamcast game, a very basic sort of title, but it means quite a little bit more to me than anyone else, really. I'll just take the price tag off at the back. It's £19.99. I mean, most places have 15 quid, but the disc in here is immaculate. I've never seen a Dreamcast game so immaculate with for its age. So yeah, it comes with manual, comes with a disc in immense condition, really good, like new condition. To be honest, I was actually really surprised. I thought I'd best check it before I get down the road, and it's really naff. Yeah, not a little mark on it at all. So yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You've got Shaquille O'Neal on here. It's a midway, so I think it's midway title, isn't it? Yeah, it's midway. Yeah, little midway title. They did NBA Jam, they did NBA Hang Time, they did loads of like arcade games back in the past. I think NBA Hang Time's about 25 odd years as well. This one at the turn of the millennium, this was always on at like the big sort of main events. So we always hear the theme tune like going into the NBA finals with like Allen Iverson, and Kobe Bryant was the huge sort of last kind of NBA on NBC. I think now it's just started showing again, and they're showing the theme tune. So a lot of people are chuffed to hear that sort of theme tune come back. It's a very sort of fun sort of NBA Jam-esque type game. You run, you slam dunk, he's on fire and all that kind of jazz. The reason why this one is so fun, you can actually pick like the mascots as well. So you can, me and my brother, I used to be like the gorilla from the Phoenix Suns and the Toronto Raptor as well. So that was really cool. He really liked New Jersey Nets, so he was the New Jersey Nets Wolf, and we used to just double team and absolutely massively beat these teams into oblivion. Many great years of just fun playing that game, and yeah, something we really sort of bonded over when we was quite young and had a good little laugh and good playthrough. So yeah, I just wanted to pick this one up for the memories. I even showed it to my brother as well, and that brought back memories for him, so it brought back memories for us both. So yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Sharing sort of good memories. This is, a memory from my older brother, my younger brother, good times with like monkey ball with my friend, and GTA playing with like school friends. So there's a lot of nostalgia going on with these sort of retro bits, and very sort of personable and endearing to me, and that's why I really love them. Not only are they great games, but ties in sort of those memories that, yeah, just priceless. So priceless. I do actually think I still have the same file for NBA on NBC. I do think I might still have these characters. I've got about 6 Dreamcast VMU, so I still think I've got like the save files on this. If you can get a working Dreamcast going these days, but that's another issue for another day. Hey. Yeah, what a brilliant little pickup. That was just kind of very sort of fantastic and tied in with the Wales trip with my family and my little brother. He's not so little now; he's huge now. He's got his own daughter, my niece as well. So yeah, great little pickups there, and just fun little memories for myself. So yeah, that's video games pickups 35. A fantastic one. Some more little retro bits added in. I'll see you for video games pickups 36. Take care.